All right, what's up, tycoons? Super excited for today's video. We're going to take a look at three stocks, okay, that I think should be on your radar in 2022, especially if inflation fears are something that you have a lot of, right? Everyone is screaming, "Sell your stocks, sell all your stocks, and buy index funds," right? Well, I'm going to look at XLE, XLY, and XLP. Okay, these are sectors in the S&P 500, right? Which is like one of the most popular index funds there is, right? The SPY. Okay, so we're going to break down XLE, XLY, and XLP. All right. These three, I think, could have a positive, price reaction if inflation continues to rise, right? If inflation fears continue to rise and it still continues to be a problem, okay? The energy sector has just been outperforming everyone lately. Very, very nice. Okay. We'll go ahead and take a look here. And you can see, I mean, since, really since March of last year, I mean, we're just going straight up. Okay. We went from 53 to 70. We recently hit highs of 70 yesterday. We pulled back to 68. And, right now, the thing that I'm not jumping straight into XLE for right now at the moment is because we have a few gaps down, okay? Daily gaps tend to fill about 90 to 95% of the time historically on stock charts. If you go and back test all the data, it's just a matter of when, okay? Nobody knows, the worst thing you can do is time the market. That's how most people lose their money. What I like to do is I like to just chart the gaps up, set an alert at these gaps. And so now I'll get an alert on my phone and say, hey, XLE is filling the gap down. And now I know, okay, hey, well, now I no longer have to worry or fear about the gap down. And now I can look to start adding some positions, right? Now, as if we see XLE, or do I think we're going to see XLE come down and fill these gaps really soon, anytime soon? No, I personally don't, right? I think that a lot of the reason it's gapping up is because, the oil and gas prices and all that stuff is going high at an accelerated rate, right? So, the trend is your friend. You don't want to fight the trend, right? We have gaps down to be cautious of to like 57. We have a small gap down to 54 area. We have one down to 51 area. Okay, so those are the main gaps that you would have to be worried about. Right now, the way we've got it charted up is I have this yellow line is the 50 simple moving average, the red is the 100, and this one is the 200 simple moving average. Okay, now those basically are going to be some levels where I think that you want to pay attention to, right? If we see XLE pull back a little bit and get closer to this 50 SMA, I think if you can catch it on the 50 SMA or the 100 SMA, those would be some nice entry points if you're not already in XLE, okay? Because, it does tend to find some support along these levels. And we recently came below the 200 SMA, testing this gap fill down here, but we did not actually come down into it. We wicked down right on top of the gap, okay? So that's the energy sector. It's been performing very well, definitely outperforming the market and the S&P in general. But, this is a sector in the S&P 500, right? The next one we're going to look at is XLY. And XLY is the, consumer discretionary fund, right? So, lots of companies are reporting earnings basically saying and thinking that they have a lot of the pricing power, right? They think that pricing power is strong. They're going to be able to continue having this strong pricing power and be able to raise the rates to battle inflation, right? Inflation's going higher, but people like Amazon and stuff, they think that they'll have the control to raise their prices along with it. So XLY is going to be a very interesting one. Not a bad time to start getting a position in it. I wouldn't say go all in, but I'm showing you these because I think these three are going to be safer plays. For the whole inflation thing, right? We're sitting below the 200 simple moving average right now. So it's not a bad time to get into it, right? If we can recover and get back above the 200 SMA and the 50 SMA, we have highs of 215 that we hit in November. All right. So definitely pay attention to this one. it's doing a really good job of, basically finding support in this general demand zone right here. Okay, I'll give you guys a little box just to kind of see. And, this is where, honestly, I would say you would want an entry on XLY, right? You're going to want to see, if you don't get in here, right, and you're a little hesitant, or maybe let's say you put in 10% of your position size here, and you're waiting for it to drop lower. These are the levels I would look for it right in between like 175 and 170. It's shown some demand in there, and anytime we come down in here, we've recovered. We keep just battling the 200 SMA as our resistance level for right now. All right, so definitely, keep an eye on XLY. And then the last one is going to be XLP. All right, this is consumer staples. All right, so a lot of this is basically the stuff I'm showing you guys, consumer staples, right? I'm showing you the consumer discretionary fund, and I'm showing you guys the XLE, the energy sector, right? These are sectors where, if prices keep going up, then these sectors, in a sense, theoretically should keep going up. All right. Now, I mentioned before, none of this is financial advice. Just trying to, give you guys some safe plays. All right, because even if you're buying index funds, like everyone is, thinks they're a genius, buy index funds, buy index funds. The SPY is still bleeding. S&P, 500. Depending on when you buy in, you could still be down a significant amount of money on your on your SPY shares, if you have SPY shares, for instance, right? So looking back at XLP, okay, we have a daily gap down to 71, about 72 to 71.50 range. Okay, I would look for an entry on XLP if you can get it, somewhere in between like this red 100 moving average and this daily gap down, right? If we can, get some nice entries in these areas, I definitely think that that's not a bad position to dollar cost average, into, a position, right? Maybe get your feet wet a little bit. We are, below the 50 SMA, but we're kind of basically in this little bit of a channel, right? Trading sideways right now, almost. From here to here is basically going to be, our main trading channel, okay? Right here, those red lines. And, we're kind of just bouncing up and down in between these. So it's going to be really interesting. Do we find support here right under 74? Or do we drop lower and head to the gap fill down and try to find some support across the 100 or 200 simple moving averages? All right. So hopefully, this video helped you guys out. You liked this video, brought some attention to maybe some stocks that you aren't really thinking of, or most people aren't thinking of. I think generally, I personally don't have any share positions in anything. I sold out back in December, right? To me, a lot of this was very predictable, and it was easy to see coming. Not necessarily easy to see coming, like I'm some, genie that was predicting a crash, but when it came to risk reward, there were plenty of positions that I was down, a small amount in December, and I didn't really see any chance of, of a good recovery for 2022. So, I think me and a lot of other investors, just kind of washed our money, went ahead and tax loss harvested, sold some stuff in December, and I'm not going to buy any more stocks until March, right? I'm going to wait, be patient until March. I'm trading every single day in between then though. So if you want to know what we're buying and selling, right, on our day trades, swing trades, you're going to want to join the Options Trading Tycoons Discord. In the description below is the link. Okay, use that link and use code Zachly, like the channel name ZachlyTrades. You'll be able to get yourself a discount on the membership. And in there, you'll be able to get our intraday thought process, right? We're posting tycoon analysis before market opens, while markets open, after market closes. We're charting up the best things we're looking at, what has earnings, things like this. We've still doing really great. Okay. I mean, the past few months, honestly, have been, a trader's dream. All right. We're making tons of money there. We have members, making $10,000 a day. We have members making $70,000 a day. So, All budgets are welcome. You know, you can buy a trade for $50. You can follow a $50 trade, or you can buy 100 of those $50 trades and spend 50,000 on a contract or something, or spend $5,000 on a trade. So whatever it is, we've definitely got something for you in the Discord. We offer coaching classes, right? You can get one-on-one sessions if you need coaching, anything like that. It's not just me, right? It's actually not my Discord. I didn't, found the Discord. There's 3 admin members who set it all up. And, just over time, I've grown with them and experienced it, and I got the YouTube channel going. So just trying to get some exposure to that, it definitely changed my life joining the group. And I think it will change anyone else's life joining the group as well. We've got new members making money right away. A lot of times the membership fee will be paid in your, you can pay your whole year membership fee in the first week, right? So, not much to lose, but plenty to gain in the Discord. And I don't think you guys will regret it. And with that being said, I'm out.